Hey, Shalawam, Baba, please let me know how the audio is. Hey, Shalawam, Baba, please let me know how the audio is. Hey, Shalawam, Baba, please let me know how the audio is. Okay, so it looks like it's working now. All right, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Barakyam. Peace and blessings unto all of you acquiring Barakyam, to the BAYATH DAWADA, to all the hope. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahawah. The true name of the Son is YAHAWASHI. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Indians, okay? But we actually the lost 12 tribes according to the Holy Bible, right? According to the Bible prophecy of it that followed. All right, and we are here yet this day in our captivity in Babylon the Great, which according to the Bible, it's called Babylon the Great, but we know it as America. And the definition of the word America means bitter. It's a very bitter captivity. So I found these two articles. Okay, this one, as you can see, it's from dailymail.com. Okay, it says Walmart and Costco limit toilet paper sales while toy companies warn Christmas gifts won't arrive in time thanks to backlog at ports, rail yards, and on the roads. Okay, so there's a major supply chain disruption that Babylon faced, man. Okay, and it's going to affect all the people, all of the people of this country, because Babylon the Great, this place is pretty much a consumer nation. Okay, everything here is made in China, Taiwan, or some other country. All these people do is shop, whether they shop online or they go to the store and shop. But now there's shortages. Okay, and now they're saying, which is all a spirit, because Christmas is a pagan holiday pagan holiday anyway. Now they're saying your kids' Christmas gifts won't even arrive. Okay, so you people not even gonna have a Christmas, man. Your kids won't have a Christmas. Okay, and also we know that Biden spoke about a dark winter. Hell, that could be this winter. Okay, supply chain problems that have been tormenting. Slakia, ads keep popping up. Supply chain problems that have been tormenting retail America stores around the country. There are shortages of goods on shelves in Target, Costco, Home Depot, and Sears. The issues aren't specific to any one type of good and are down to problems with shipping and distribution. Cargo ships can't get into overworked ports to drop off goods and are hovering off the coast. Okay, and there's a lot of that going on the West Coast right now. There is a global shortage in truck drivers, which is stalling just the distribution of goods, and railroads are also jammed. Okay. It says the cost of shipping a single container from China to LA reached $20,000. Okay. It says last October. Month, 4 times last October. There are fears. There of backed ships at the port in LA will not be empty before Black Friday, the biggest retail day of the year, and the start of the Christmas shopping season. Some retailers are telling people to buy Christmas gifts now to ensure that they arrive on time. There is no immediate end in sight. Biden has launched a White House supply chain task force but businesses fear the problems will stretch on for months yet. Okay, so yeah, man, this is only the beginning. You know, as Bible prophecy tells us, we're in the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so you can expect to go to the store and see a lot of empty shelves. You know, personal testimony. I just went to the store earlier this morning. You know, whole sections of the store, they're empty, man. You know, pretty soon you're gonna go into these storehouses and they're gonna be empty. Pretty soon you're gonna go in there and the price is gonna be 10 times that of what you used to pay, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. And verse 22. All right, and it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. So all of your storehouses, all of your supermarkets, okay, in different places where you go to shop, Trader Joe's, Walmart, Sam Clubs, Costco's, they're going to be empty. Okay, but before they're completely empty, you're going to go there, you're going to see price gouging, you're going to see shrinkflation, you're going to see huge price increases, man. Okay, and with that, people are going to start panic buying because they're going to realize the preppers were right. Okay, the people that have been telling you the doomsday prep that they were right. You know, something's getting ready to go down. Well, the economy's getting ready to collapse. Okay, they're going to be blackouts, which is going to lead to you know, chaos. Okay, and all of these shortages will eventually lead to a famine. Okay, so Bible prophecy is being fulfilled right in our plate, right in our face, man. Okay, because what Yahawashi told his disciples would happen in the end times is happening right now. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 24 and I'm just going to start at verse 6. Okay. Well, actually, I'll go up, start at 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, because there's a lot of deceivers out there, man. There's a lot of liars. There's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing that are not sparing the flock, that are not feeding them, that are not visiting them, okay, and that are just hirelings set up to lead you to the slaughter, okay? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, which Christ is the Greek word of saying anointed. Okay, the Hebrew word there's Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Okay, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which you got China, you know, saying that at any moment World War III can pop off. Okay, they're ready to go into Taiwan. Okay, you got Israel constantly attacking Iran. All right, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So when we hear these things, we're not troubled because we understand that it's actually prophecy. Prophecy means to say before it happens. So it's good news to the watchmen. Okay, then we watch these things and we feed it to the sheep. Okay, it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, which famines is the scarcity of food. Okay, that's going to plague America. And you Americans, man, you can't go more than 2 hours without eating. So you can't go more than 2 minutes without eating. All right, the majority of America is obese. They're addicted to drugs. And hell, even the food you eat is drugs. Hell, sugar is a drug. Okay, so when that famine is going to be very sore upon the land, it says, and pestilences, okay, which the, you know, this thing that we're in right now is a pestilence, but the Lord's going to send worse. Okay, it's going to be something worse, man. And earthquakes in diverse places. And now they keep speaking about La Palma off in the coast of Spain. Okay, there's about 100 earthquakes that hit that place a day. So now they fear a landslide, which will result into a tsunami. Okay, all of these things are the beginning of sorrow. So we're in the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay, so you can expect there to be food shortages, and when you do find some food, it's not going to be, you know, much of anything you want. It's going to be rationing, and the price is going to be increased, man. Price gouging. Okay, this is from zerohedge.com, right? October 11th, okay, which was so-called Christopher Columbus Day, you know, which I actually did a lesson on it last night, but for some reason it didn't. You know, there's issues with it. So Lord willing, I'll just have to redo it, you know, because there's a lot of shameful spewing on this devil's glory, man. Okay. It says Kraft Heinz warns shoppers get used to paying more for food. Okay, so food, you know, people already rely on, you know, different things like food stamps, and they may buy food stamps from someone, or they, you know. So now people are going to be paying more for food. A lot of people can't afford food as it is. How rent is about fucking 75% of your check. And then you got your heating, okay, and then you got your phone bill. Then whatever left, you go and get food. You know, so a lot of people are relying on things like food pantries, churches, food banks. So those places are getting ready to be bum rushed, man. Okay. Hey, Shalawam, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Barakyam, to all you Akim, you know, all you sheep out there tuning in. Now, I pray that the audio and everything is good. It says, global food prices are at fresh decade highs, leading to even higher grocery bills for the working poor, and the supply chain chaos plus the emerging energy crisis are making things worse. Food producers such as Kraft Heinz Company have struggled with shortages, supply chain woes, labor issues, higher energy costs, and rising AG commodity prices, all of which support higher food inflation. Inflation is coming. Shrinkflation is already here. Okay. Definition of shrinkflation. It says shrinkflation is the practice of reducing the size of a product while maintaining its sticker price. Okay, so the things that you're buying, it's actually the size has been significantly reduced, man, but the price is staying the same. Okay, raising the price per given amount is a strategy employed by companies mainly in the food and beverage industries to stealthily boost profit margins or maintain them in the face of rising input costs. So it's all about money. Okay, it's all about profit. That's what these companies care about. They don't care about you eating. That's why they're poisoning your food. And that's another thing. You know, that it's bad enough that we're eating the foul bread amongst the Gentiles. Now the price of this shit is getting ready to go up. So they're going to charge you more and give you less. Okay, so that's a slap in their face. BBC News spoke with the European boss of Kraft Heinz, Miguel Patricio, who warned that consumers must get used to higher food prices, he said. We're raising prices where necessary around the world. Okay. Which all the world is feeling this. You know, I read a comment, I forgot where, but it says that, you know, it's crazy down there in South America and Brazil a few years ago. It's going to come here, you know. The company famous for tomato ketchup and baked beans is dealing with a rapid surge in AG costs such as cereals and oils, which has also pushed the global food price. In data, Patricio outlined a broad range of factors food costs, specifically in the UK with the lack of truck drivers. In the US, logistic costs also increased substantially, and there's a shortage of labor in certain areas of the economy. He said inflation is up across the board, and consumers will need to get used to paying higher prices. Patricio did say that not all costs should be passed along to consumers. He said, I think it's up to us in the industry. So I think it's up to us in the industry and to the other companies to try and minimize these price increases. But according to Conan Hack, head of research in agricultural commodities from ED and FMN, food producers like Kraft Heinz, Nestle, and PepsiCo will most likely have to pass that cost on to consumers, whether it's corn, sugar, coffee, soybeans, palm oil, you name it. All of these basic food commodities have been rising. Okay. Poor harvest in Brazil, which is one of the biggest agriculture exporters. Okay, which is according to their blessing of Asher. You know, when you go into that tribal breakdown. Okay. Drought in Russia, reduced planting in the US, and stockpiling in China have combined with more expensive fertilizer, energy, and shipment costs to push prices up, Hack said. The warning comes as an increasing amount of Brits are unable to find essential items as an energy crisis in the country has disrupted food supply chain networks. Okay, which another thing they're doing is that they're paying these farmers to destroy their crops. Okay, they're putting all type of chemicals in the air. You got Mr. Kill Bill buying up a lot of farmland. This is going to be used a tool of control over the modern day Egyptians. Okay, which the modern day Egypt is America, the house of bondage. Okay, and I'm just going to get maybe 1 or 2 more close. I didn't want to make this too long. No, not Exodus, Genesis. Okay, because you know what's also happening here is that money is going to fail. You know, because real money is substance, gold, silver. Okay, this is Genesis chapter 47. Let's see. I'm going to start at 13. It says, and there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine, which that's getting ready to happen here in the modern day Egypt, the spiritual land of Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and brought it in the land of Canaan for the corn which they brought. And Joseph brought the money to Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said unto us, give us bread, for why shall we die in thy presence? For the money failed, right? The economy here is going to collapse, and people are going to go to the new Pharaoh, which is the 1%, man, you know? And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money failed, right? Because real wealth is substance, cattle, land, your stock, okay? And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for their horses, and for their flocks, and for the cattle of their herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also had our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, before both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. Okay, so that's what's getting ready to happen. People was going to sell themselves, you know, taking the charagma from Revelation 13 for what? To buy and sell. People are going to sell their souls, pretty much, man. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. In the ancient Egypt during that famine, people sold themselves so that they can eat. People are getting ready to do that again. People are getting ready to invade their neighbors for the lack of bread. It says, for the lack of bread, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So this is going to lead to extreme, you know, people are going to be extremely desperate. All right, this is 2 Esdras 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, and this is going to come in the wars. All right, the Egyptian against Egyptian, the martial law, the racial tensions. Okay, with the female troops. Okay, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Meaning they're going to take everything they got. Okay, and that includes your children, your food, your water, everything you've been prepping up, your tools. Okay, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So it's going to look like something you will see in a movie. Okay, like you watched the movie The Road. Okay, they had truck full of people that were going around taking people. You had cannibals looking for people. All right, you had all type of wickedness going on. That's what's coming to this place, man. That's the reality. Okay, nothing is going back to how it was. People are going to miss 2017, 2016, man. Okay, but those days are long gone. And YAHAWASHI, what he's doing, what YAHAWASHI is doing, he's shortening the time for the elect's sake, man. Okay, so I'm just going to give one more, then I'll close it. But the elect, they have nothing to fear in all of this, because through it all, YAHAWASHI will be a guide. YAHAWASHI will make sure that we eat, that we drink, and that we care for. But all of these things are for the punishment of the wicked. Okay, for the servants, there is a just reward. We always got to put that out there. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So even going back to the time of Noah, okay, the prophets prophesied against a great kingdom. Jeremiah against Babylon. Okay, that's the heritage of the prophets, man. Okay, and now the Lord raised up prophets in Babylon to prophesy against America. Okay, in Revelation, the Lord told John that he must prophesy again. Okay, but with that, I'm getting ready to end it. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. SHALAWAAM, CHASAADYAM, Barakyam. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the elect. SHALAWAAM.